Okay, welcome back. Josh, your driving instructor here. I've got a good one for you today. So some of you have probably seen this absolutely horrendous clip. Have a look at this right now. Here we go. Both are going along hunky-dory. Then the bike decides to go on the inside of the van, both turning left. Van cuts into the left at the same time as the bike turning left, and boom, guy gets knocked off his bike. What I'm interested in is how the hell has this happened and whose fault is it? Is it the van's fault? Because I imagine there's a lot of people going out there going, that's a van driver. Is that van driver? And there's going to be a lot of people out there, the bike haters going, friggin' bike, freaking get him off the road. So let's have a look. Whose actual fault is this, or is it a bit of a mixed situation? Now, there's actually a few different levels and a few different perspectives you can look at this. First of all, we're going to look at it from the van perspective. So, we're van driver, we're driving down the road, we're van driver. First of all, we've got no central mirror. Central mirror's gone. That's gone. But we have got side mirrors. So has the van driver checked his side mirror? He's definitely not checked his side mirror. Why not? Dunno. Was he doing a bit of this at the same time? Dunno. Was he lost? Dunno. I mean, it was going quite quick, didn't seem lost. What he did forget, what he definitely didn't do is, he didn't signal, did he? Why didn't he signal? He either had one of them vans that comes without signals, got a bit of discount, or he just forgot. Happens. No one's perfect, Unfortunately, in this situation, that caused a big problem, because he didn't let the person know where he was going, and so, down they went. However, you could defend the van driver, because if you look very closely, this is a left-only turn. But then you could argue, could the bike see that this was a left-only turn, because the van was blocking him? I'm not sure. But that's where it comes in when you're thinking to yourself, should I signal or not? If it's going to help someone, if there's any chance it could help someone, then signal, because not everyone knows where your road is going. Everyone else isn't paying attention to where your lane goes. They're paying attention to what they're doing. Now, in the van driver's defense, just before he gets to the corner, he does start braking, which pops them brake lights on the back of the van. It looks like the cyclist can see the brake lights. He's still close enough behind the van to see the lights coming on. If someone's braking before a corner, normally going to indicate they're doing something. For some reason, the cyclist has ignored this. Not too sure why. They're thinking maybe it's wide enough. Don't know. Even so, van driver should have checked his mirror. Interestingly, it's said that 70% of this style of accident could be avoided if we had the correct digital equipment. Basically, if we had the correct tools. For instance, vans, they've got no central mirror. Why haven't they got a camera on the back? Some sort of camera that's fitted with all vans that have got no central mirror, that just fits here as a camera instead. I mean, we're in a day and age where we can do these sorts of things. Because 70% is a big number. And this guy was really bloody lucky, regardless of whose fault it was. He's knocked off his bike. You know, this is something that weighs well over 1.5 tons, knocking you off your bike. If it goes over your body, that is bad news. By the way, if you want to learn how to drive and not do this, make sure you have a look at my online driving course, joshyourdrivinginstructor.com, or have a click on the link there. You'll find it there, online driving course, everything you need to learn to drive well and pass your driving test. Also, which was nice to see, the van did stop. He clearly wasn't over the moon about the situation. Didn't seem very apologetic, but hey ho. Okay, now with the cyclist, let's go. We're cycling down the road, we're a cyclist, we want to turn left. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a pro cyclist, okay? But when I last did my cycle training, I was pretty sure that you're meant to give some sort of hand signal to show people if you're planning to turn left. And yes, it's a left only, but still, let someone know. Did he let anyone? He didn't let anyone know. The next issue I have is he went round the left side of the van. Okay, the van wasn't signaling. But even if the van's not signaling, everyone generally knows there's a blind spot on your left side of any large goods vehicles. If you have a look at any large goods vehicles nowadays, most of them will have a big sign, big yellow warning sign saying blind spot, warning. And this is for these situations so you don't end up with a cyclist going down in this blind spot where no one can see and them ending up getting squished. Now, as some people have pointed out, if you watch the beginning of this video and throughout the video, this cyclist is going with some speed. He clearly knows this route. He's been doing this a lot. So yes, the van didn't indicate, but did the cyclist know that the van was turning left, that it was a left-only turn, even though the van may have been blocking it? I imagine the cyclist knew that. So then why did the cyclist go at the same time as the van? And is this good practice, the cyclist going on the inside of any vehicle? Surely when you come to a junction, you're meant to be behind the vehicle. I'm sure you're even encouraged to be in the centre of the lane. I know that's tough me saying that, because if you do get the centre of the lane. Half the people out there will have a right whinge at you for a bike being in the middle of the lane. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but perhaps people can see that this is the reason why bikes are supposed to be in the middle of the lane and not hugging the left side. But let's say the cyclist knew the situation, he was turning left. Why then did he decide to go at the same time as the van? The only reason I can see for this is that he believed that it's wide enough. He's done this before, there's never been a problem before. He's done it with cars normally and there's not been a problem because they've had some awareness that he's there. Or was it just a hiccup? It was a bad decision on the day, same as when you're in the car. Sometimes you make bad decisions and they have consequences, and that was all it was. Just a bad decision, wrong place, wrong time. A big fat learning curve for everyone. So overall, who's to blame for this? Well, to be honest, I would say it's a bit of both. The van definitely should have signalled. However, the bike going on the inside should definitely know better. That is a no-go zone. And that's the reason that it's a no-go zone. Because it's bloody dangerous and no one's expecting you to be there. Could the van have avoided this situation by checking the left mirror? Easy peasy. Could he have avoided it if he had some sort of camera on the back? Definitely. And would it have helped if he popped a signal on? Hell yeah. Could the bike have avoided the situation? Yeah. Should have been in the centre of the road, not going down the left side. Could they have signalled? Yeah, definitely. Could they have either of them slowed down? Yeah, hell yeah. So for me, it is definitely around a 50-50, maybe a 60-40, 60 bike, 40 van. How do we avoid this situation in future? Use your bloody signals, mate! No, but seriously, this is why we signal. This is what drives me bonkers. I drive around all day and no one freaking signals on the roundabout, and people forget your signals aren't for you, they're for other people. They're to let the other people know where they're going. It's completely selfless act. It's a complete helping other people around you. It doesn't help you at all, and that's probably why most of the population no longer signals. But that selfless act of signalling on a roundabout, as before you're turning off, you will notice that drivers will pull out on the roundabout once you've signaled because they can see where you're going, which means they can get on with their journey. Imagine how much time we would save trying to get to work if everyone bloody signaled. Again, if you want to learn how to signal properly, have a look at my online driving course, joshyourdrivinginstructor.com. That is my opinion. I'd love to hear what your opinions are. Whose fault do you think it is? Why did this happen? Dun, dun, dun. I'm Josh, your driving instructor, and I am out.